Hello, my name's Natasha and I have got the Covid-19 virus. I have done a video, if you haven't seen that, I have done a video explaining the symptoms that I had on the day of diagnosis, and I just gave a quick update, but this is actually my sort of post-viral phase update. So I will leave the first video on one of the cards, and I'll also put it in the description if you haven't seen the first video that I did. It's only, I think it's about a 5-minute update, and hopefully this one will be equally as short. But tomorrow will be 3 weeks post diagnosis from the doctor, and I have been quite up and down over the period of time since diagnosis. Things got a little bit worse. I developed a couple more symptoms, but overall, or things just got a little bit worse. I started to feel a bit ill, but overall it didn't get too bad for me. But I did struggle as an asthmatic. I was struggling with the breathlessness, and I found it hard to move from room to room. So over the last 3 weeks things have been quite up and down, and I started to make some improvement around a week ago, and then things have gone downhill again, and actually my breathing has been worse than it was during the virus, during the worst viral period where I had night sweats and all of those things. And yesterday I had to see a doctor again. I have been out of breath, panting quite a lot, gasping for air, shaking. I've been feeling a little bit confused or a bit slow at times. However, I am feeling a little bit better again. It is just clear that I am not yet fit and ready to be able to leave the house or to walk for long distances, or even short distances, let's be honest. And it appears that when you have an underlying condition such as asthma, the doctor has said to me that it's a longer and more painful in terms of frustrating recovery. Excuse me, this is just something that they're learning. They're not sure about. We're still learning about recovery in the general wider population, never mind the smaller populations of people with conditions. But they checked me over, and they were actually a little, not concerned, but they feel that I either still have COVID-19 or that I got rid of it and I have caught it again, which I'm not entirely sure, but they're not, we don't know for certain. The evidence yet doesn't tell us whether somebody can actually re-catch COVID-19. And on top of that, we also have, my asthma has been exacerbated. I struggle particularly at night time, and I cough a lot in the night, and I struggle with breathing. But on the whole, I feel well. Things are doing quite well. It's a bit scary with the breathing thing. It's tough, and the most difficult thing that I have been finding is that mentally I was feeling well, and I couldn't understand that I wasn't physically capable of doing it. My brain and my body weren't on the same page. So that's been a little bit frustrating, but I have been told that I need a week of bed rest or sofa rest, and to do as little as possible in order to give my body the best fighting chance. I haven't been leaving the house, but I have to admit that I've still been moving around the house and hanging out washing and things like that, doing small tasks around the house. I can't do anything vigorous. I can't clean or vacuum or anything like that, but I have still been doing some smaller tasks, and so I have to now, apparently for a week, be a good girl, do as the doctor orders, and I've got to give my body the fighting chance and actually rest. The family member that I mentioned in the previous video is no longer in a coma, and so we've had some positive news. The doctor did mention that in this area she has seen that day 9 and 10 has actually been the worst in the patients. People tend to feel better, and then around day 9 and 10 they feel worse again, and that tends to be when a lot of people are actually hospitalised, not in the beginning. So she's seeing this sort of second bump, which I find a little bit scary, given that people, when the government are telling people that only 7 days is what you need to stay in isolation for. And so I think if people had been feeling better, then they go out and about, and actually they've still got symptoms and they've got their second wave coming, and I think they probably need more rest than they realise. I certainly need more rest than I realised. I have been maybe soldiering on a little more, and I haven't been doing the 100% rest and relaxation that I should have been doing. So I think I've been hindering my own recovery, and obviously asthma also has not helped with my recovery. Still got a slightly croaky throat at times, but I'm going to keep monitoring my symptoms. I'm going to be good and rest, and I will give you an update probably in another week or so. I hope that you're all well and keeping safe. We now think that I actually had this for longer than I realised, and that I'd actually potentially caught it or been around somebody that had it 2 weeks prior to when I had symptoms. But I am still in a positive place, and I'm very grateful and thankful that I am not as bad as I could have been. This could have been so much worse, especially somebody with an underlying condition. Okay, I've talked enough. I'm going to go and sit and rest for a bit. But thank you for watching. I hope you keep safe and well, and all your family are well too. And I wish you all the best. So thank you for watching. Take care, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.